Hey everyone, we're about to go get ready. I'm just grabbing my tools. Okay, just let me grab one more thing. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get started here. One person watching. So basically I bought these. It's going to be hard to see. I turned all the lights off so there's not a glare in the room. So maybe I could try to use the fish tank light. There we go. It's basically a roller and the plastic is the tray it comes with. It's about $2.50. And I have some leftover black paint from the last aquarium I painted. And some green painter's tape and some paper towel in case I spill the paint because I'm clumsy and things have been known to happen. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and put the tape on the corner here, probably right in your view. Try to do this sideways so that you can actually see what I'm doing, even though it might be a little awkward. But all I'm doing is putting the piece of tape directly right on the glass, right down the edge of that glass, right on the end. And all this is doing is going to prevent paint from getting on the side of the glass, because I only want the paint on the back of the glass. I feel like we need some music, don't you guys? Hey Google, play Dell Smells Like Summer from YouTube.
Alright, play No Copyright Music Smells Like Summer, Dell on YouTube.
Hey Google, Volume 5. Does that sound familiar, guys? Alright, so I'm happy with that tape. Just going to go ahead and do the other side. You guys probably aren't going to be able to see that side either because of the mirror effect. But I'm just taking a big piece of tape and just going right down the side. You really don't need to see it. It's kind of self-explanatory. Just want to put a piece of tape there to block the paint. So my next problem that I'm going to have is how to get behind this tank. I'm going to have to crawl through the stand, and I'm really hoping I'm thin enough to crawl through the stand. Hey Google, volume 4. Alright, so I'm going to try to crawl through the stand here. I need to take my paint, my paper towel, and my tray rack with me. I'm going to have zero room back there. This is going to be hard. I don't know why I tried to do this live. This might not even be possible. I might not even be able to get back there. If I can get back there, I might not even have enough room to paint it. So, we'll see how this goes, huh? Here we go. Trying to crawl through. Try to tilt you up here. Basically, I got to try to crawl through there. And I would let you guys see, but then I wouldn't be able to adjust the camera back once I'm back there. So, sorry, you're going to have to miss out on that. But here we go. I'm going to try to get through here. Oh man. Good thing I'm not claustrophobic. I might have to paint this sitting down. I might not even be able to stand up. Yeah, I think that's what's going to have to happen. So, hello. You can see my head popping out here. But I'm not going to be able to stand up. There's definitely not enough room. I'm going to have to paint this bad boy sitting down here, which is alright. That'll give me more arm room to move and such. I guess I can put the paint right here. Bear with me. Sorry guys, I can't see if there's any chat going on either. Or if anyone's even watching. So what I do, I just open that up, and that's the paint tray. Ugh. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. I'm probably gonna get paint all over. I hope not though. Really hope not. Alright. So now I'm gonna just shake up the paint. Pour the paint into the tray without spilling it all over myself because I can barely move. So just pour a little bit into the tray. This is sample. I got a sample of black from Home Depot. And it'll last me probably, can paint 3 or 4 tanks for a couple bucks. I think it was $2.50 or $3 for that paint sample. But now I'm going to take my roller. I'm going to roll it in my paint that I can't show you because I'll spill it everywhere if I do. And I'm going to start painting the tank. So I'm going to rub the paint off on the tray a little bit because I don't want it to splatter. And I'm going to start at the top so I don't get paint all over my arm. But on the last tank I painted, I went very light with the black paint so you could still see through it like a sponge kind of effect. And it made it look, I really like the effect that it gave it. It gave it like a 3-dimensional effect, which you may or may not be able to see right now on the TV or on the video through the tank. But it kind of gives it a rocky textured appearance rather than just being flat. I wonder if I could look through the... Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing yet. It might be too high. The plants might be blocking it. But I will be working my way down. There we go. How's that? Oh, don't worry guys, I'll get you guys a close-up when I'm done. As you can see, I'm kind of in a tight pickle right now as far as videography goes. I'm not going anywhere until this tank is done. But once I am done and I squeeze out from behind here, I will show you a close-up. And I hope it looks good as from the front as it does from the back, because I'm not going to be able to see what it looks like until I crawl out of here. And I really don't want to have to crawl back in. So I am under here just painting, and a roller is so much easier than a brush. I tried doing this with one of those foam brushes on my last tank, and I maybe made it through half of one of the sides before I switched to this roller and realized it worked so much better. And it's really hard for me to get close to the edges of the tank too, because the tank is right on the wall, and I don't want to get black paint on my wall. My wife will kill me. So I'm thinking that's pretty good how I want it to look, but I have no idea because I can't see what it looks like from the front. But from back here it looks pretty good. I'm just going to give it a little bit more, and one more little light coat on some of the areas where it's a little bit lighter. But then I think I'm just about done. Alright, I'm liking this. Alright, I'm crawling out. Crawling out. Please don't spill the paint everywhere. Here we come. And it's so hard to crawl out because it's not like I want to use the stand as momentum, like as a place to grab for pressure to pull myself, because I don't want to put pressure pulling on the tank to get myself out. But I'm out. I'm out. Only 3 people watching, all that for 3 people? That's okay. That's okay. Let me read some comments. You guys can't really see the textured background the way I can. Yeah, it's going to be hard to show you. Maybe if I move the light all the way back. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. If I move the light, you can see how it's kind of sponge painted. And the way I did it back and forth in lighter and darker layers gives it like a 3D. I wish I could get a better look. The camera's not picking it up, unfortunately. You could kind of see, if I flip the camera here, and I risk putting it in the tank, you can see the part above the water, what it looks like. It's like sponge painted, and looks pretty cool. But as you can see, that only took like a minute. Came out pretty good. The reason I had to do that is because I pulled the matte filter out of here, and the matte filter used to provide the black background. And when I pulled the matte filter out and replaced it with the sponge filters, it kind of got on my nerves that there was no black background. And I didn't want to have to take the tank apart and paint it, so I did what you just saw, and it worked out pretty well. I had no idea if I was going to be able to fit back through there. That is not... Hey Google, turn on table lamps.
Sure, turn it on.
That is not the biggest place to fit through in the world. So, but there's the tank. There's some red Rilis in here. These are red dragon guppies. They're obviously hungry. They're seeing me. This one's a fatty. Look at that glutton. See that male? He's got like a double chin going on. But here, let me look at some of the comments. Nikmo, how are you? Beyond Any Therapy, how are you? Thank you for coming. J1985, nice to see you again. Mark's Arcs Aquariums, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming. Sorry about the false alarm a little bit early. But yeah, I think it looks much better now that the back is painted. But I guess that's already done. We've only been live for 15 minutes and people are just starting to come in. So I guess I could go downstairs and show you guys what's going on. All the changes that I've done. It's been busy for me, very, very busy. I actually just moved a couple, 3 adults and 2 juvenile pure red lines. And hey Google, stop. Let's turn that music off. The pure red lines, and basically, and I took a couple of my nicer Rilis that I have in this tank, because the guppies in this tank have been eating them. It's really kind of weird. My blue Moscow tank, the guppies seem to do just, or the yellow Sakura shrimp seem to be breeding just fine. Let's walk down there. But so I could show you. My yellow Sakura shrimp seem to be breeding absolutely just fine with the blue Moscow guppies. And there's tons of survival rates. I only started with like 3 shrimp in there, and there were tons. Hold on, I'm gonna switch the Wi-Fi, guys. So it might check your network. All right, so I warned you it was coming. Here's the Royal Blue Tiger tank. These guys are doing awesome. Also took their mat and filter out. They now have the double sponge. There's tons of babies in here. I mean, they're everywhere. Look, there's two right there. But the black substrate makes them really hard to see the babies. But they literally are all over the place in here. And it's fantastic. I couldn't be happier about that. I rearranged the tank a little bit and I think it looks better. So that's nice. It looked better with the black background too, but then I couldn't see it from the other side. So I know this place is a mess. It's a mess, but like I said, a lot's been getting done. This is the tank I was talking about with the yellow Sakura. I mean, there's yellow Sakura shrimp. They're all over the place. But they're doing really well, but I think that's because I have a cave system down under that rock that they can get into, that the guppies can't leave them alone, and that rock pile right there, the guppies leave them alone in there too. But this is doing good. I got not quite lots of blue Moscow fry, but enough for the first batch. I'm pretty happy with it. Tons of duckweed though. I need to get rid of this duckweed. I hate the duckweed. Just frog bits, all I want. But we could go over here, and this is the next tank that's going to get converted, the Sulawesi Cardinal tank. They're all back. They like hanging out back in there. But this is the next one that's going to go to, maybe not the next one. Actually, this is probably the last one that's going to go, because this one's not using air power. I actually have a pump in this one instead of air running that mat and filter to make sure it keeps going strong. This tank's doing very well. This is the Shadow Panda Blue Bolt tank. There's some Shadow Pandas. But yeah, the pandas are doing really well. There's a Blue Bolt Missouri. He looks like an extreme Blue Bolt pretty much. Fantastic. There's some more shrimp. Shadow Panda. There's usually some hanging out behind this rock. Yep, there's one. But they're doing very well. Here are the white ghost bees from Jeff Lidberg. Focus. Doesn't want to focus on that one. Maybe this one. But these are gorgeous shrimp, man. I love these white coast peas. They're awesome looking shrimp. But the camera doesn't like them. Even looks trippy when you look at it just with your eyes. They're on black substrate. These shrimp, I mean, they're probably the trippiest shrimp you could see. They're just clear and white and they look cool. Purple grass guppies and blue ram's horns. This tank is infested with guppy fry. Someone help me. I don't know what to do with all these guppy fry. They're everywhere. There's just too many of them. Too many guppy fry. Ooh, look at that one. That one's pretty. It's probably the oldest fry. It definitely has other colors other than purple in it. It's got a little bit of red. But we'll see how they turn out, man. I'm actually that's the first time I'm seeing that one. It looks very pretty. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like. Trying to find the daddies, but they always hide behind that rock back there. But yeah, there's going to have tons of fry. So basically, I'm having a contest / giveaway soon. And what it's going to be is, I'm planning it out, but I think it's going to be basically you have to share a link to your favorite one of my videos on the Roma Aquatics Facebook page. So basically, pick out your favorite videos, copy the link, and go to Roma Aquatics Facebook page and make a post saying this is my favorite. And then I'm gonna go through those and make a list, randomly pick a person, or maybe 2 or 3 people, because I'm gonna definitely give away some blue ram's horns, some red ram's horns, and pink ram's horns, some purple grass fry, and maybe a few black rose cull, because I have tons of black rose that I need to cull out. So maybe I'll give away like 5 of the black rose cull and maybe like 50 each of the blue and red ram's horns, and then maybe like 6 purple grass guppy fry. And we'll either do a couple winners. We'll probably only do 1 or 2 winners just because shipping, unless the winner wants to pay for shipping. I don't know. We'll have to have a conversation about that. But basically, if the winners pay for the shipping, I could have more winners, because I'm paying to ship to 5 or 6 people. That's costing me actual money, not just shrimpies. The Yellow King Kongs, man. This tank, ever since I put the Brightwell in there, man, there's just babies, and they're blowing up. I am so happy. I am so happy. Brightwell is probably switching to RO and switching to Brightwell were 2 of the best things ever. These are my pumpkin shrimp. These are the Sapphire shrimp. Black diamond / blue diamond. Here are my cherries, but I took out 4 of my favorites. There's actually another one here that's really nice, but she's buried right now, so I want to leave her in there until she's not buried. But this is going to be the new high-grade cherry tank, and there's 4 of them in there right now. There's one of them females. I know it's hard for you to see them right now. But try to light her up better. She's just in a bad spot. And the other 3 are hiding somewhere. Oh, there's one down there. Can you see through the foliage? Can you see her back there? Nice and red through all that green. But yeah, those are going to be my high-grade cherry tanks. This, as you can see, there's a red zebra pinto in here. This is the test. These are the red zebra pinto. Okay, that was weird. The YouTube app just said closed unexpectedly. But luckily it let me reconnect, so that's sweet. But I can see your comments. You guys have been talking, and I haven't been able to see any of that. Beautiful Scape, send the guppy fry to me. Mary Beth, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm gonna see Yeah, Hawaii does get the short end in the whole aquarium hobby because no one wants to get shipped that way. Brightwell Aquatics Flora Vulcan. Yep, that's it. That's it. Hawaii has a lot of live aquariums in and around the land. That's true. Hawaii's surrounded by huge aquariums. So, but in here, as I was saying before we got cut off, I don't know how much you heard, there's a red zebra pinto swimming around in here that I put in this morning. And he's kind of the test subject because I have 3 black zebra pintos and 2 blackhead German pintos coming tomorrow, and there's 2 more red zebra pintos in that tank that I want to move to this tank with these guys and just have a separate pinto tank. But I didn't want to just move all the pintos in here at once, so this is the test guy. But he's super happy. He's still swimming around, looking good. So, or she. But yeah, I'm gonna have a nice giveaway. We'll see what's happening with that. But like I said, I think it's gonna have something to do with Facebook and YouTube combined into one. It's a gorgeous shrimp, man. Absolutely fantastic. And here we have my extreme blue bolts. One hanging out, trying to get away. That is the least one. I'm actually going to pull that one out of the tank. It was more blue, but it lost a lot of her blue after I got her. So I don't know what's going on with that. And here we have blue Delta Guppy fry. 6 of them. Those were a bonus gift from Guppy Train, so I honestly don't even know what these are going to look like when they get older. I actually forgot and haven't had a chance to Google them and see what they're going to look like when they're older. Down here we have a Platinum Tiger female. Her male and other female didn't make it in the male, unfortunately. Guppy Train's sending more though. Same thing with this. I have some RREA Super Reds in here. There's 2 females, Albino RREA Super Reds, but the male unfortunately didn't make it. I have a video coming out on the unboxing, but Guppy Train's gonna make it all good, and he's sending more. And these 2 tanks are reserved from AFTG Guppy. I have a pair of full platinums, or a trio of full platinums coming in, and in this tank a trio of full blacks. That tank, I could have swore I had something planned for it, but I can't remember. So that one's still uncalled or unclaimed. We have the yellow King Kong, black diamonds, pumpkins, cherries, black rose. Don't know what I'm doing with that 30 yet. Besides, I need to clean it and probably make it rimless. And then in here, just like we have the experiment with the Pinto going on, this is the 55 gallon that I just set up. I don't know why it keeps dropping, guys. I have full Wi-Fi bars. I don't know what's going on. So I get it. Basically, I'm just going to flip it, finish what I'm talking about here, and let you guys go. But this is the pure red lines. I have 3 adult pure red lines in here and 2 very small juveniles that there's probably no way in heck I'm gonna find now. But there's also probably about 8 red Rili shrimp in here. So this is gonna be a red Rili and pure red line crystal shrimp tank. But the crystal shrimp are out and about and playing. The red Rilis have really been hiding ever since I put them in here. I've only been able to find one of them hiding under this rock here. You can't really see her. You could see her right there full of berries in red. See her wiggling those berries around? That's a red Rili mama fully buried up, and there's probably 3 fully buried mamas. I picked the buried mamas and put them in here, because like I said, they were upstairs in the dragon guppy tank, and the survival rate of the shrimp wasn't, the baby shrimp wasn't so hot. They didn't pick on the adults, but you don't really see many babies. So I made sure to grab all those buried mamas and get them in this tank so the babies actually have a chance of surviving. But they're definitely hiding. The pure red lines are, there's probably twice as many red Rilis in here as pure red line, and I can't see any. In case you guys are like, there's sand, where's the pure red line? Those of you new to my channel, that's what these plastic mesh containers are. They're holding my Brightwell soil, so that way when I need to change it, when I notice a drop in pH, I could just grab one of them, pull it out, put new soil in it, put it in, and just keep rotating that way, and I don't gotta mess up my tank, pull the substrate, do any of that crap. And you'll notice I have those shrimp towers in every single one of my Caridina tanks. So next step is to get all these mantle filters changed over to these sponge filters. I got the sponges pre-soaking in there, a bunch of these ready to go. I have a whole box still full of them, and I got my auto top off system. So basically what I'm going to do is I have to find a way to rig this into this tank somehow like that, and when the pump drops, it'll automatically trigger my RO water to top it off. And I got 15 of these as a trial in here, and we'll see how well that works, and then if it works well, I'll get more for every single one of my tanks. But I guess I could go show you the pure red line tank, because that's the only one we haven't seen yet, or the blue dream tank we haven't seen yet either, or the orange eye red ghost. But their lights are off, so this is the pure red line tank. But if these guys' friends do well in the 55, these guys are all gonna get moved over there, which saves me the trouble of having to cut off that bulkhead and aquarium sealing a piece of acrylic over the hole while the shrimp are in the tank. So I'm kind of happy that I decided to go with the 55 and put the PRLs in there, but they were breeding so fast they would have filled this 10-gallon in no time. And they're slowly becoming one of my favorites, even though I love the crystal blacks, were one of my first, and I love the blacks more than reds, but for some reason these reds are really growing on me. So they got the 55. They won out. But over here we have the blue dream tank. You can see a couple. I guess I could flick the lights on and scare these guys. It's the worst though. But you can see my blue dreams out and about. These guys are doing okay. They're not doing great, but they're doing okay. But the pure red line, I mean, there were babies all over this tank. I'm surprised they're not all over the sand. There's a couple in the sand. But oh my, they were everywhere, but they're all in that huge bunch of foil right now. Blue dreams, and this is the orange eye red ghost. There's only one of them in here. So I'm thinking this tank, instead of taking him out, I'm going to put a tiger and, or just put a bunch of different Caridina shrimp in here and see what comes out of the mix. So it'll be like orange eye red tiger in here, probably crystal black, and I don't know what else. I don't know, just a mixture of stuff. But that's it for this one, guys. Before it cuts out again, thank you for showing up. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've never painted the back of an aquarium before, I hope you learned, and I hope you realize it's not as hard as maybe you thought it was. But anyway, yeah. Till next time, guys, and later, fish fam. I'll see you all at the aquatic experience, I hope. Later.